Hi, friends. Thank you for joining us again on Food for Thought. This is Food for Thought Fitness Friday. This is the day in which we talk to an expert in terms of fitness for our community who are watching us online and also engaging with us in our church in person. And so this Food for Thought is a ministry out of Christ Episcopal Church. My name is Sunil Chandy, Father Chandy. I'm the priest here at Christ Church, and we hope that you will that you're connecting with us through this media. And if you are new to us, please do say hello. Tell us that you're here. Tell us that you enjoy this ministry, and if there are any suggestions, just let us know, and we'll take those into consideration as we continue to evolve this program. So Fitness Friday is I think a thing that I'm really excited about. It's we have our normal food for thought throughout the week, and then we have Ask a Priest, which you ask questions that you might want to in terms of you've never got a chance to ask a priest, and I answer those questions. So those are also welcomed for if you'd like to send them in. But Food for Thought Fitness Friday is an endeavor that I'm so excited to, because it really mirrors what's happening in my own life. I'm really trying to keep in shape and find the energy and the passion. And I know that when I want to do so many different things, and I always lack sometimes the energy. And so over the last 2 years, I've been really focusing on getting in shape, and then so that I might have the energy to engage in all the things that I want to do. And so this Fitness Friday mirrors my own fitness journey. And so, of course, we have throughout the month in the Fridays, we'll have Jason Stevenson, my personal trainer, and also my wife's personal trainer, and he'll give us thoughts about fitness and his thinking and his philosophy. Wonderful, wise man. Then we also have John Flaherty, my chiropractor, and also and again engaging, wonderful, insightful man. I have a dietitian, Jane Silvestri, also, who is working with us. And when we have our counselor, Amy Gallagher, who will come in and talk to us about our emotional and psychological journey. And Jane, of course, the diet and what does it mean, and how to watch out for the proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats, and the total picture of salts and so forth. It's going to give it's a complete picture, because it takes a village for us to feel healthy and whole. And so today we have our wonderful personal trainer, Jason Stevenson. Jason, come. David, please bring Jason on board.
Hey,
Jason, how are you?
I'm great, sir. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm really I'm a little sore from yesterday's workout. I mean, we usually do this on today is Fitness Friday, but we're doing the show on Tuesday, and we did this. Simi and I do a workout with you at 7:30 in the morning, and it's hard, but it feels good. It feels good.
You guys are amazing. I love training you two. I've told you before, there aren't a lot of couples that I will train together, because a lot of people don't work out well together, but you guys are a great partnership, and it's always fun to train you guys together.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all the hard work. You earned that sore, man.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? That the Spider-Mans that you maybe we should one day get us to show a clip of what a Spider-Man is. I mean, when I think of like when I started, I think maybe like a year ago, it seems like,
Yeah.
that I couldn't do barely one, and it was so hard. It was so hard. And yesterday when I did it, I was dreading it, right? But it was a lot easier than I ever imagined it.
It's one of the barometers that I watch for, is that improved range of motion and that ease of movement through some of the things that are now just part of your workouts. And I'm really psyched to hear that you feel that difference. Because
Yeah.
I can see those things, but it really doesn't matter what I see, right? What matters is what you feel, what you're getting out of the workouts.
Yeah.
Because it's what I do for a living. And I'm super grateful that people really get something from it. But when you actually feel better, when you feel like your life has improved physically because of the effort and the time that you put into your fitness, that's a beautiful thing. I, it that to me is one of the best reasons to work out.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know, like the we've talked about that trickle down effect, you know, that I got to get up, I got to do this kind of mentality, as opposed to like, I get to work out. Right. So if I focus my energy in the right direction, then I get to do other things too. You know, in the lead in there, you actually talked about that a little bit, that you have so much enthusiasm and excitement and energy for these things that you want to do in your life. And you have found that fitness is a path,
yeah.
right? It's a beautiful piece of it, you know, that's a path to be able to enjoy more with your wife or with your kids, you know, even just enjoy stuff on your own.
Yeah.
So
And it's interesting because it's not just, it's not that also that I'm looking at workout as a means to get to somewhere now. I'm actually loving the workouts. It's during the workouts, I'm feeling strong. I mean, some of them, and and you do put us through a ring. Give me more pain, won't you?
yeah. Cautious about saying that it's easy, huh?
No, it's not easy, but I'm loving it because it's like, so I keep thinking about the fun exercise I like is one of the fun exercises I like is the sled push, right? And so Simi and I are really competitive with each other, right? So you know,
Just a little
just a little bit.
bit.
I'm like I have a knee replacement, and she's like booking with this thing, right? So now I'm keeping up with her though. It's really good. But it's like, but the one thing about it, that sled thing, is you
Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
and then you feel strong afterwards. You feel like, wow, I could do something, you know? So
Yeah.
so that's one example, you know?
Yeah, man. I love that we have carried that thought process, because I remember talking about that initially with you, that journey is the destination piece that we
Yes.
talked about before, about our fitness and about our workouts, you know, that there's certainly exertion, right? Like, it's hard work, like to get out of bed and be deliberate about that, and to be thinking about your food, and to put time and energy into your own time and fitness when you're not with me, right? All that takes effort. But the fact that you're finding the benefits from it within the moments, right? Like like, even if it's just competitive to chase after Simi on the sled, you know, that's fun, right? Like, you get excited about that. We laugh during your workouts the whole time. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, while you're breathing and, you know, trying to, but that's a piece, right? That's one of the things that I've always found is a big piece of what I get to do,
Yeah.
is to help people enjoy the process,
Yeah.
right? Like, it does suck. It's hard to do.
It is. I mean, like, one of the things that I've really been this week that actually you've been cluing in, you've been asking him every week, over the long haul, what's, one thing that you do is first you ask how you're feeling. So you adjust your workout to how we're feeling at the moment, right? That's one that's pretty powerful. Then the other thing is, at the end of the workout, what's your plan for the rest of the week? What do you plan to do? When do you plan to do your workout? What do you plan to do with your eating? And then and in between, one of the things that you ask, and you ask many different things, which really helps me to know that you're very engaged and you really care. And that is like, the one of the things is, well, what's your diet like? Do you remember? Keep a track of it. And so that piece I haven't really done until really this week. I have an app that tracks it, but yet this week I started to write it out, because try to write out all of these things in
Yeah.
terms of the proteins, the and all of this stuff. And it's not that everyone has to do this, but right now I'm enjoying it, because as I'm doing this, I'm learning about what foods are really bad for me and what foods take up a lot of calories and what is really satisfying for me, not just, like what I think and feel at the moment when I'm famished,
Ain't that the truth?
Right. No, and I've been noticing that as I'm planning and as I tick off those times when I I follow the plan, I'm less hungry because I do this late night eating, as you know. But I haven't
Mhm.
been doing that for the last, 4 or 5 days, which is really
Great.
pretty amazing.
That's great, man. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
It, I do take my job very seriously. I'm very lucky that I get to have fun and be able to help people change their lives. And I don't take for granted that I wear sneakers and sweatshirts most of my life. But I do take it very seriously because I see each day as a part of your process, right? And it's a subjective process. How you got to me, which was the last week, last night, like yesterday's food, like how you got to me really matters because your state of mind, your physical being, that how you've taken care of yourself over the last week and where you are right now, like that check-in every day is always important to me. Like I I I don't know how anybody works out without thinking about that, as opposed to just like robotically, I get on the Peloton, I go work out. Why not think about your body? Like, what does my body need today? Does it need a high intensity workout? Does it need just stretching? Should I get some strength training in? Because I know I didn't get any yet this week. And then this week is going to be crazy. So today's my only day in the gym. Well, then today's a strength training day. I always think about that with my own workouts. So I remember that I'm not in your head, right? I don't know where you were this week. I don't know what else you did. So I find it invaluable, if not like necessary piece of the puzzle, is to have that quick conversation at the beginning, right? And figure it out. Then I can be in the same world that you've been in, and then we can carry you further. Because then you enter into my world, you come down into the gym, and we're going to do what I'd planned. But my plan is only a part of the process for you. My plan is just like breakfast out of the whole day, right? Like the rest of your day, the rest of your week, the rest of your life, we want to make sure that we're on the same process with. That planning piece is where I find most people fail with their fitness.
Yeah.
Like you just said, that you know what you're doing with your food. You've tracked before,
Yeah.
but writing it down and saying, all right, I'm going to eat this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for dinner. These are going to be my snacks. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Then you have a plan to follow.
Yeah.
And then you can be successful. But you gotta treat it subjectively. You got to look at where you are for the day. You got to look at your week, look at what you need,
Yeah.
and then move forward with it.
I love it, and I think also for people who might be just starting on this journey, I mean, the whole idea about, it's interesting because, even in this conversation about, how are you feeling, how are you, what are you feel, what have you done this yesterday, and how are you feeling about today's workout? People sometimes come in with the, at least I know I do, I used to come up with this idea that this is what I expect. I expect when I'm working out, I expect, you know, 30 minutes on the treadmill, struggling through like the lifting and doing all this arduous work, like a Sylvester Stallone video from Rocky.
Right?
Yeah. I am the champion type of thing, right? But so what you're saying is to be a little bit more nuanced, to say, hey, look, what is it that you're feeling? How
Mhm.
is it doing something is better than trying to do something that kills you and you can't, and it isn't impossible and it isn't sustainable over the long haul.
And you're going to get diminishing returns. That it's what I talked about on my podcast coming through the holidays, that people have this like all or nothing perspective. Like you said, like can I get to the gym for an hour where I'm going to get my ass kicked? Like this is going to be like hot and heavy. I'm going to be sweating the whole time. I'm going to run on the treadmill. I'm going to do lots of heavy weights. That might be beneficial. And that for some people that works, right? But you got to figure out if that's what's going to work the best for you today.
Yeah.
And sometimes I I agree, man. Sometimes you got to check the box and just go, I'm going to stretch a little bit today and I'm going to go on with my day.
Yeah.
because my body's beat up from yesterday. I know I got a long week ahead of me and plenty of time to do other things, but I want to move. So I'm going to take 5 minutes. You know what? I agree with your previous guest on this, that Doc's right, man. Sometimes a little bit's better than nothing, right? Like, so just stretching a little bit, or just taking a walk after dinner for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then just check the box. Be like, yo, I moved today.
Yeah.
I moved.
Yeah.
I treated my body with some respect. I intentionally moved, because people come to me all the time. Somebody said to me the other day, I did all of this physical manual labor in the house. I was doing chores and I was doing laundry and I was walking up and down steps. Doesn't that count as exercise? And I hate to tell people, but no. No.
Got it.
Well, here's the thing. It's effort,
Yeah.
right? It's exertion, but it is not done with the intention of being good to your body.
Yeah.
And there's the rub, right? The intention by which we put things, the way that you actually put the effort in. Like, if you actually did chores around the house and you're like, you know what? I'm going to vacuum this house faster than I've ever vacuumed it. Or I'm going to get the laundry up and down the steps, and I'm going to jog up and down the steps. That's with an intention, right? But the intention behind doing the chores was to get the project done. It wasn't to get your heart rate up. It wasn't to listen to your body. You probably have music on. You're probably listening to somebody else talk. You're probably thinking, all right, if I put this in this room, then I quick go in there and I do that in that room. And then I come back and I get, like, your head isn't in your body. And exercise should give you a chance to connect to your body. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
We are humans having a human experience. You're supposed to experience it.
Yeah. No, I love it. I
Disconnect.
love it. Connecting with your body in a way, and exercise is the way. So, I mean, and it feeds into that topic that we have with journey is the destination. I mean, if exercise is not something to kind of get through, but actually a way to enter into a deeper relationship with your own body.
Oh yeah.
And then this is, and for me, from my, from a priest perspective, this is a gift. The body is a gift from God. And so when we relate to our body with respect, with deep connection, then we're engaging in a gift that God has given us. And so it's a relationship to God, even, as we're grateful.
It should improve the relationships all across the board, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. When you're taking time to manage your stress, when you're taking time to do your self-care, your personal relationships will benefit. Your work relationships will benefit. And most importantly, your relationship with yourself.
Yeah. Amen.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason, it's always great talking with you. Always give me insight. Anything new for this week that you might be able to leave with our viewers? I mean, we get viewers from all over, and some of them, many of them from the U.S., many outside of the U.S. too. What kind of wisdom can you give us as we engage in this?
Other than what we've talked about, which is that focus on yourself, you deserve that. Your life is made up of all of these circumstances, and these circumstances are supposed to bring you closer to God, closer to your true self, closer to the person that you deserve to be. And if what you're doing for your fitness doesn't make you feel more alive, if it feels more like a chore and you don't have the I get to do this attitude, then you're on the wrong path. You need to find a different path. And when you feel more aligned with who you believe you are and who you are at the root of it, who God has intended you to be, then that's the stuff you're supposed to do. And it might just be taking a 5-minute walk. It doesn't have to be an hour-long Peloton workout.
Yeah.
But just stay connected to those things that make you feel more alive. They will feed you what you need to be fed.
Good words. Wonderful words, Jason.
Thank you for the time. Always appreciate the conversations.
No, thank you. I appreciate our time with you and on this program, and of course in the workouts. Cecilia and I really appreciate our time together. And so, what we'll also do is we're going to start putting pictures and doing a new intro and everything. So we'll include you in all of that. And David, just leave. If you could put down Jason's podcast information too, that would be really important for people who might want to catch Jason and his wisdom as well.
Thank you very much.
No,
Always a pleasure.
same here. God bless you, Jason. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
All
Have a
right.
great one, buddy. We'll see you soon.
All right. Folks, just a wonderfully wise man, and just so down to earth. And I've appreciated our friendship with my friendship with him, and so I hope that you will take some of the words and apply it even today. Start something, do something, even if it's something like a 5-minute walk, and engage your body, and then engage your mind. Allow your spirit to be engaged and connect with your body. I think that was a wonderful insight Jason gave us, and among the many. Our time is ending, and so if you like this program, don't forget, send us your comments. Put your comments in. Send us pictures if you're starting on a journey. Tell us. Send us pictures of what you're doing. You know, it may be biking, it might be outside walking, or it might be just something. Send us something so that you could, we'll put it up, and it'll be a part of our programming, and it might inspire someone else to do something physical and engage their body, connecting to God through their body. As is our tradition, our time, we're ending our time together, let's end it with this prayer. The Lord be with you. Let us pray. Jesus Christ, you traveled through towns and villages, curing every disease and illness. At your command, the sick were made well. Come to our aid now in the midst of the global spread of the coronavirus. Heal those who are sick with the virus. May they regain their strength and health through quality medical care. Heal us from our fear, which prevents nations from working together and neighbors from helping one another. Be present with those in authority who are making hard decisions. Support the medical professionals, emergency responders, counselors, and caregivers. We ask this all in your name, Jesus. Amen. Join with me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Friends, go in peace to spread the light of God, the light of joy, and the light of hope found in exercise. The world needs this type of hope.
Thanks for watching. Did you know that you can join Christ Church from anywhere in the world? If you're feeling connected to what we're doing, email us today at communicate@christchurchwesterly.org.